You're really leaving, Captain?
Shouldn't you heal up first?
Yuna needs me with her now. I can't be lying around in some bed.
Yeah, but...
Come on, look sharp. The Blitz season just started. Don't make those faces, yeah? Well, see ya, boys. You be good.
Captain.
I can't hear you.
Captain!
Are you sure?
Never liked long goodbyes anyway. Sorry for making you wait, Yuna. I had some promises to keep, yeah? From now on, I'm your full-time guardian.
Then welcome back, Sir Waka. Good to have you with us.
Hey. It's good to be back, yeah? So, any news on what happened?
Not really. We don't know where the fiends came from. Maester Micah is safe and sound, thanks to Maester Seymour. That's about it.
Maester Seymour's Aeon. It was so powerful.
Hey, you! Don't just stand there! All of this is your fault! Getting swallowed by sin, ending up here in Spira, not being able to go back to Xanark, and everything! I'm telling you, it's all your fault! Who are you, anyway? You knew my old man, didn't you?
Yeah,
And you also knew Yuna's father?
that's correct.
Hey, man, there's no way. That's just impossible.
Nothing impossible about it. Jecht, Vraska, and I, together we defeated Sin 10 years ago. Then I went to Xanarkand, where I watched over you.
He has the best music in the game, by the way.
So that one day, I could bring you to Spira.
Why did it have to be me?
Jecht asked me to.
Is he alive?
It depends on what you mean by alive. He is no longer human. But then, I felt something of Jecht there in that shell, couldn't you? You must have felt him when you came in contact with Sin.
It can't be.
It is. Sin is Jecht.
No, that's ridiculous! No way! I don't believe you!
But it is the truth. You'll see for yourself. Come with me.
If I say no?
Every story must have an ending.
I don't care about your stories!
I see. Sorry you feel that way. Fine then. Come or don't come, it's your decision.
Ah! What am I supposed to say? You tell me it's my decision. But I don't have a choice, do I? You're the only one who can tell me what's going on anyways. I have to go with you, I have to!
Irritating. I know. Or are you afraid? It's all right.
Oren. Will I ever go home? Back to Xanarkand?
That's up to Jecht. I'm going to offer my services to Yuna. Come.
Hello, winners and warriors. My name is TB Skyn, and welcome back to Final Fantasy X, where we begin on the slightly intense note by learning that Jecht is Sin. That Tidus' father, long lost and once a legendary guardian, somehow has turned into the horrifying death monster that haunts all of Spira. How exactly that happened? Well, that's for me to know and for the rest of you to find out if you haven't played the game and know already somehow. For the moment, though, let's go with Auron to offer his services as guardian to Yuna, that we may continue our journey through Spira. Again, I'm grading the game on a curve because it is a very old game. Like, it's from the early 2000s. But did you notice, like, the character acting on Tidus in this dialogue scene with Auron? Like, how he could not stand still for even once. Like, he was always, like, there's always this restless energy to him, like, constantly moving his body, trying to deal with the emotions that he has inside. Because he is, as you may have noticed, rather emotional character. He gets very up in his own feelings, which is what a lot of people find annoying about him. But in terms of his character animation, like how he's animated, I think it comes across really well. That, like, when he has all this pent-up energy, all these pent-up emotions, he has to find an outlet. He has to do
Think
something.
he's gonna stay here?
Sir Auron knows him, apparently. You were right. He did meet someone he knew.
Do you think he'll find a way back to Xanarkand?
In any case, I'll miss having him around.
Him.
He's still in town, isn't he? I think I'll go see him.
Once again, elegantly stepping around, saying
Whoa.
Tidus' name.
Sir Auron!
And again, Tidus, look at him. He can't stand still.
I wish to become your guardian. Do you accept?
You're serious?
You refuse.
No. We accept, right, everyone?
Of course, no problem at all.
But why?
I promised Braska.
You promised? My father? Thank you, Sir Auron. You're welcome to join us.
And he comes too.
Hi, guys. Howdy.
This one I promised Jecht.
Is Sir Jecht alive?
Can't say. Haven't seen him in 10 years.
I see.
You'll meet eventually.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
What's our itinerary? Where are we headed?
Hey, come with me.
Right then. So here comes a scene that's infamous. A scene that people dunk on, and people make a lot of fun of it. And partly that's deserved. Absolutely. Partly that's deserved. But let's talk about why a lot of people probably also have what I would consider a rather unfair view of the scene.
Hey, watch.
Hey, you got pretty good.
You sound sad.
Yeah, maybe.
Want to scream?
I really don't think that's gonna help this time.
You know what? It's embarrassing to say this myself, but summoners and their guardians are kind of like Spira's ray of light. A lot of people in Spira depend on us. I learned to practice smiling when I'm feeling sad, you know. I know it's hard.
Yeah. I understand. I think.
Right. Now let's see what you can do.
Huh?
Come on.
This is weird.
Next, try laughing out loud.
What?
Come on, show me.
He can't stand still.
You probably shouldn't laugh anymore. Too funny.
It was your idea.
Thank you.
Huh?
I want my journey to be full of laughter.
Okay.
If we should get separated, just whistle. I'll come running. I promise.
Well, let's go. What are you looking at?
We were just worried you guys might have gone crazy.
Sorry. Well then, all right. Now, we will go to the temple at Jose. And Guardians, don't forget to smile.
So this is a scene. Right, there's more. Dialogue. Okay, so that's a scene that gets dunked on a lot for being kind of weird and awkward and sort of, for some people, it's the epitome of why Tidus is a really annoying character. Why he does that ha 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 stupid laugh? Oh god, how cringe! Like a lot of people really can't stand it. It's so annoying. And this is the kind of clip that people play when they do like like they meme on the game. It's like, ha, 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 Final Fantasy X is the terrible game, ha, ha, this is why, ha, like, that kind of thing. And again, to an extent, it's warranted. Like, because Final Fantasy has, like, that awkward over-sincerity to it, like Final Fantasy X does. It has a lot of sort of awkward teenage romance sincerity to it, which is, as the kids do say, a little bit cringe. But I find, like, sometimes it feels like people are going out of their way to avoid understanding the context of that particular scene. And just dunking on the voice actor, who was just doing what he was told to do. James Arnold Taylor is a seasoned voice actor, even at this point, and does tons of voices for cartoons. He's very good at it. But the emotional context here is that Tidus has just been, like, he's met Auron. He's been told that, hey, your dad is a murderous hell monster that haunts the world and kills children. And also, you're probably, like, decent chance you're never going home. He's like, he meets Auron, And all of this frustration and all of this fear and uncertainty that's been bottling up inside him since he got to Spira, which we saw a little outburst of that at Killicare, where he did the scream, like, ah, because he just doesn't know how to deal with it. He doesn't know how to handle his own emotions properly. Comes out again, and you see him, like, break down into this complete tantrum, which is a childish tantrum, absolutely, because finally he has someone to lash out at who might understand what he's feeling and going through, and who might believe him, like, who believes him and who knows him, who understands him. Someone he's known since childhood, too, by the way. Auron is essentially a replacement father figure for Tidus. So he finally has someone to lash out at and be angry at, rather than having to just, like, pretend to accept what's happened to him. Now he gets someone to lash out at. And then in the immediate aftermath of that, we get up there, and you can see Tidus' body language is still got a ton of unresolved emotion inside because he's still having trouble processing what's just happened to him. And Yuna sees that. Like, she sees that he's not just sad, but, like, there's clearly some shit going on inside this boy. And so she empathizes with him and says, hey, yeah, like, I also have to carry around a lot of sadness inside that I don't have anywhere to put. Like, I can't express it. I have nowhere to go with it. Just like Tidus can't tell her that Sin is Jecht, which is, like, kind of a big fucking deal, the kind of thing that you might want to talk to someone about, but he has to bottle it up inside. So she says, well, I empathize with that. Like, I understand that experience, even if I don't know what's going on inside your head. I know what it feels like. And then, like, she, with a pretty acute understanding of the kind of person that Tidus is, in order to help him process some of the shit that's going on inside him, she plays a game with him. Like, they play like children. Because Tidus is kind of a childish person, and that helps him, because it gives him a means, a way to have an outlet for everything that's inside him, to forget it for a second, or push it aside, or, like, just at least move on emotionally for a second. Which is, like, from Yuna's perspective, an act of wonderful empathy and kindness. Like, that she offers that up to him. And this is also where you begin to see the dynamic of their relationship, the thing that they see in each other, because Yuna sees through Tidus. Like, she understands exactly how he's feeling inside. She has tremendous empathy for him. Which is, like, just a naturally attractive thing in a human being, at least my particular opinion. So you begin to understand what Tidus sees in her, because she is this person who's kind of, in some ways, his direct opposite. She has that emotional maturity, that emotional calmness. She knows exactly who she is and what she must do. She has a will of steel, as we shall see throughout the game. She doesn't back down from things. Like, she knows exactly who she is and what she wants to do. She has this steely determination and certainty that he lacks. So that's why he's attracted to her. And she's attracted to him because he may be the only person in the entire goddamn world who will not treat her like a summoner. Which, again, is something that's gonna be explored more extensively as we go through the game, but he's the only person in the world who doesn't treat her like a summoner, who doesn't have that distance, that reverence, and that knowledge of, like, the ceremonial duties of a summoner and what a summoner is supposed to do, and the respect that you must show to the summoner. He's the only person in the world who just treats her like a person. Absolutely nothing else, no other complexities. He just treats her like a person. And for someone like her, as she herself says, who constantly has to carry a lot of shit around inside because her position of being a summoner means that she can't express herself freely, having someone around who's so open and so emotional and so unrestrained and so, like, unconcerned with like, rules and boundaries and social blah blah is freeing. Like, it's freeing to have that person with whom you can be a little bit more yourself, with whom she can play and be silly, and do awkward cringe fest shout laughing on top of a ledge or something, and let loose for a second. Like, that's their relationship dynamic. That's why, as I said, this is a love story. It's pretty obvious to everyone at this point. I think that, yeah, they're gonna fall in love. Obviously they are. Holy shit, look at how they look at each other, how they interact with each other. Obviously they are. But that's the dynamic. Like, so fair enough to dunk on this being cringe or awkward, or if you don't like the story, or if you don't enjoy the characters, and if you don't enjoy the relationship dynamic, that's all completely fair. But it does annoy me when people go, oh, terrible writing, or oh, terrible characterization, oh, this is a cringe scene, nobody would ever act like that. No, it makes complete sense when you take into consideration the context of what kind of person is Tidus, what kind of person is Yuna, how are they in the world, how do they process emotions, how do they, like, in universe, from the perspective of the characters being who they are, this scene makes sense, and it's a great scene. It's not bad or cringe or stupid. Like, I really don't think it is. I think it's fair enough not to like it, like to think, oh, I don't like this kind of storytelling, or I don't like these characters. That's completely fair, but to say that it's bad, like, oh, it's just bad. It's like, oh, fanfiction, whatever. Like, whatever derogatives people use for it, I don't think it's fair. Like, I think this is actually a good scene. I should really make a video about that. Right then. Welcome to the Mihen Highway. Or High Road, rather. So, now that we have completed the first tournament, thanks to the Besaid's Aurochs achievements, save spheres are now able to teleport you to the Blitzball Stadium. Many denizens of Spira avid Blitzball players talk to them with X to scout them, sign the best players in Spira, and lead the Besaid Aurochs to victory, which means we can now do this. We can play league games, where we can win prizes for winning the tournament. We can play exhibitions, which are a good way to train your team and gain some experience. And you can do all that stuff. And that's basically how you play Blitzball in this game. Every single time you reach a save sphere, you can go and play a Blitzball game, and you can run around in the world and talk to NPCs and try to recruit them as Blitzball players. Please give this to the Lady Summoner as a token of my gratitude. And yeah, you can find some really good players hanging around. Mostly you'll be scouting the players who already play for other teams. But that's how that's supposed to work. Like I said, though, we're not gonna bother that much. And because we have a new party member, we're also gonna get a couple of scripted random encounters as we move along here. First, let's talk to this guy.
This is a statue of Lord Mihen. 8 centuries ago, he founded a legion known today as the Crusaders. In just a few short years after their founding, their ranks grew throughout Spira. The Maesters of Yevon feared an uprising and accused them of rebellion. So Lord Mihen walked along this very road to go face their charges and refute them. He succeeded in winning the Maester's trust, and his legion became an arm of the Yevon clergy. It was then that Yevon gave them the name Crusaders, which they have kept ever since. And the rest is history. Although this is a high road, fiends do appear. Be on your guard.
Hey there, Guardians. Here, use this to defend our summoner well. Thank you for the spear. Excellent.
You're a Guardian, right? I'd like to give you this.
But yeah, random NPCs along this road will just give you stuff, which is nice.
Huh. That one looks slow.
It's also tough. Let me handle this.
No way! I can take it! Ha! What the?
Told ya, Sir Aron's the best.
I could have done that.
So, this is the special thing that, like, Auron as a character specializes in dealing with armored enemies. And he has abilities that allow him to reduce enemy defense and magic defense and stuff like that. And that comes down to the ability that his weapon has, which is piercing, which allows him to break through this armored status that some enemies have. Kimari's weapons also generally come with piercing, so he can also do that, although he has a much lower strength stat than Auron typically. Certainly after we've leveled him up a little bit. So he's like worse at it.
You know what those ruins are from?
Some old city?
Correct. A city most ancient. a terrible testament to sin's power. I tremble every time I see them. Compared to sin, humans are mere mud puppies.
But I believe humans are the only ones capable of defeating sin.
A good reply. I am relieved to hear you say that, Milady Summoner.
Oh?
Where are my manners? I am matron, a scholar, at your service, milady. I am on a journey, studying the history of our world, Spira, seeking its stories and secrets. My travels have taken me to many places, and I am troubled by what I have seen. Fragile smiles on people's faces, crumbling at the mere mention of sin. They are counting on you, milady. Give them a reason to rejoice once more.
I will.
I love his voice delivery. It's so... They're counting on you, milady. Give them a reason to rejoice once more. I unironically love him. Machen is a good character.
Lady Yuna's guardians, I presume.
And we'll be seeing more of him, by the way. Oh yes, we'll be seeing more of him. See, Ice Brand is the one for cheetahs, right? Yeah, Ice Strike. Don't need that right now. So, want to see an Aeon?
Will you help us?
Say hello to Ifrit. Oh, right. That's a physical attack. Doi. So Aeons are also immune to all status, or all negative status changes, rather. Which is a lovely thing. Unfortunately, Ifrit here is also... Ouch. He's also weak to ice, which is why I was trying to kill that thing with one hit. Didn't work, but now we get to see his overdrive instead, which is lovely. So Aeons, generally speaking, get more powerful as Yuna does. So the more stat increases I give Yuna, the more stat increases the Aeons will naturally get over time. But there's also other ways to make them more powerful.
Lady Summoner, I presume.
Yes, I am Yuna.
I am Lucille, captain of the Jose Chocobo Knights.
And I'm Alma. We've been charged to guard the high road.
There have been reports of a large fiend appearing in this area with a taste for chocobos. Do take care, Summoner Yuna, if you are to rent any chocobos.
Thank you. We will be careful.
Good. We should get back to our rounds. Farewell.
Our prayers are with you.
Notice that the poor third guy didn't get to introduce himself. They just kind of cut him off.
A large fiend? Let's go get him!
Why?
It's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do.
What'd I say now?
Jecht said that a lot too. And every time he said it, it meant trouble for Braska and me.
Ah, nostalgia. I hear some big operations about to start. I don't know what the Crusaders are up to, but I'd say they're way out of their league. Let the Summoners take care of Sin. It's the only way. The Crusaders can't beat sin. History's proven that. Anyway, say hello to this lady right here. Oh. Well, say hello to her in just a second. Now we say hello to her.
Ah, a summoner party. You too are a summoner?
My name is Belgamine. You are?
My name is Yuna.
Ah, the High Summoner's daughter. I've heard much of you. But you are still fresh on the road, are you not?
Yes, I am.
I might have a few things to teach you.
Hmm?
Let us see which are stronger. My Aeons or yours? A one-on-one match. Not to the death, of course. What do you say?
Say hello to Belgamine.
I'll do my best.
Good. Before we begin, your Aeons have been healed. You can fight with your full strength. Come.
So, she summons Ifrit.
Show me how strong of a link you forged with your Aeons.
And because Ifrit is already on the field being summoned by someone else, we can't summon him, so we are restricted to Valifor. Now, as we know, Ifrit should be vulnerable to Blizzard. He should do a physical attack now. Yep, there we go. An Aeon's attributes rise with those of its summoner. Thus, the Ifrit one summoner calls may be very different from one called by another summoner. Because this Ifrit's strength and HP are both high, it will win in a straight fight. Try fighting using your Aeon's shield and boost commands. Shield stops your Aeon's overdrive gauge, but reduces the amount of damage it receives. Boost accelerates the overdrive gauge, but increases the amount of damage received. Shield is best when you expect the enemy to hit your Aeon with a powerful attack. This Ifrit alternates between attack and Meteor Strike. A Meteor Strike is coming up next, so defend your Aeon with Shield. So this is a tutorial, basically, on some of the mechanics for how the Aeons work. As Belgamine said, and as she promised, yeah, she has decided to teach us a little something something. Now he hits me with a physical. You're supposed to boost in order to get your overdrive gauge up faster. But we're gonna do Elemental Blast, or Energy Blast. And that should be enough to take the Ifrit down. If it's not, then we lose. Yeah, there we go. Like Machen, this is not the last we'll see of Belgamine.
Stop. That is enough. Not bad for one so young. I underestimated you. Take this. You've earned it. You show promise. With more training, you could defeat Sin.
Thank you. But I think you might defeat Sin before I am able to.
I cannot.
Huh?
Or should I say, I was not able to.
You mean...
Farewell, Yuna. We'll meet again.
So, this time around she just gives us an echo ring. But we'll meet her again later in the game. And if we fight and defeat her there, she'll give us an item that'll allow us to boost the stats of our Aeons more directly than just by leveling up Yuna. Moving on. Yeah.
Farewell.
There we go. Da-da-da-da-da.
Our prayers are with you. Our prayer.
Fair enough. Oh boy!
You will hurt no one.
Let's just power break the dual horn so that he doesn't do so much damage. Get rid of the wolf.
Farewell.
There we go.
No time to waste. Let's go.
Dun-dun-dun. But yeah, in terms of random encounters in this game, it's paced pretty well so that you never really need to grind. This ring helps keep flames at bay. Please give it to the Lady Summoner. Thank you very much. So that you mostly don't have to grind
My Lady Summoner.
in order to be able to defeat, like,
You're
the normal
a
bosses and stuff.
summoner? Yes. My name is Yuna.
I'm Callie.
Nice to meet you, Callie.
Lady Yuna, are you going to bring us the calm?
Yes. Very soon.
Yay!
We're looking forward to another calm, My Lady Summoner.
I'll do my best.
And good luck to your guardians as well.
What's the calm?
The calm is a time of peace. It comes after a summoner defeats sin and lasts until sin reappears.
Huh?
Sin dies and is reborn.
I get it. I thought it was weird. Yuna's dad defeated Sin 10 years ago, right? But Sin's still here. Didn't make much sense till now. Wait, if it just comes back...
Don't say it isn't worth it. Because it is.
Even for a little while, people can sleep in their beds without being afraid. That kind of time is worth anything. Don't say it isn't worth it. Your words that day, Yuna, I remember them well.
Da-da-da-da. Hey, that was my ball! You can just be an asshole for no reason. Oh, it's just very funny to me. There we go. And we level up again. Moving right along. Yes, sir! On patrol, sir!
Walk us back on the field. Booyah!
Da-da-da-da. Oh, God damn it. Yeah. Okay, Kimari. Get a phoenix down on Waka. Yep. That'll do for now.
Oh, sorry.
My turn now.
And we take that thing out.
Oh yeah.
Just get rid of it. Oh, stop doing that. Might as well use a high potion on Kimari. And then we train Yuna, who needs to heal herself.
Need a good jolt?
Just do a bit of damage, and then we get Oren. No. We get Waka. He needs to blind the damn thing.
No worries. Stay down.
There we go. And now it should cause us less trouble.
Miss me? Ha!
Ba 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 da. Da, da, da. Moving right along, footloose and fancy free. I stocked up on too many. Please take some if you like. Getting there is half the fun. Come share it with me. Hey, we get to do a preemptive strike. That's lovely. Does anyone need to be healed? Yes, Waka does. Ah, a bomb. First one we've seen.
I'll show you what I can do.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Ouch. Stop that. Oh god, they confused her. Okay. Oh god damn it. Very impractical. Okay, try and hit her this time. Fuck off!
Yeah.
See, Lulu and Yuna both have actually really high evasion. And because they're not physical fighters, they don't have huge accuracy ratings, so... Okay, let me think for a sec here. Because I only get to hit this thing 3 times before it self-destructs. So I need to be a little bit careful about this. Hit yourself, please, Lulu. Oh, for God's sake! Okay, Yuna. Heal Lulu. Start with that. And then walk up. Hit Lulu. Oh, come on! You have absolutely got to be shitting me. Oh, fucking hell, finally. Now, swap Lulu out for Kimari so he can do a defend. Oh, no, wait, so he can do a Lancet, actually. Ooh, is that worth it? Might end up getting the self-destruct going. Well, it's a risk we'll have to take, isn't it? And then Yuna, heal yourself. Actually, let's use Focus a couple of times. Focus increases magic and magic defense in your entire party. Or at least the party that's currently on the field.
This should be quick!
So I'm just gonna boost her magic stat up high enough. She'll be able to kill that bomb with one spell. There we go. Oh god, what a fight. This should do the trick. Yeah, there we go. Ah! At least it was worth it. In terms of AP. What a lot of bother. Here, take this. Just don't tell anyone I was trembling. Thank you for the ether.
Hey, we saw the game! You guys were great!
Congratulations, Waka.
Hey, stop loafing around.
The Lady Summoner and her guardians...
This mission requires our full attention. We've no time to waste. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Apologies, ma'am.
Carry on.
See, keep your head down, say sir a lot, and you'll do fine.
Right, sir.
Hey, Yuna. Even though Yevon rejected us, we still believe in you. That won't ever change.
Thank you, Sir Luzu, Sir Gata. But, you know, it's not too late for you to go back to Besaid and...
We should be going, sir.
Aw, they were touched. Give me an item.
There are lots of fiends, so stay sharp. Use this when the going gets rough.
Thank you.
We'll defeat Sin any way we can.
But Yevon's teachings say...
Enough.
I only meant to... Are you all right? Lady Summoner? Yes, I am Yuna.
It is an honor, my lady. My name is Shalinda. I am a disciple of Yevon.
What was all that about? The Crusaders operation?
You mean the one Gata and Luzu were talking about?
I heard they were to use Forbidden Machina. I had to stop them.
Huh? Why?
The use of Machina is strictly forbidden by the Yevon priesthood.
That's bad, yeah?
Let them use whatever they want. They still won't defeat Sin.
But it's not about defeating Sin. The teachings of Yevon must be upheld.
Yeah, right.
But you don't understand. The Crusaders won't even listen to me. And it's all because I'm just a lowly acolyte.
Don't say that. Well, I haven't been a summoner for very long myself, you see. Still, I can't put myself down every time I fail. People are depending on me. They're depending on both of us.
Yes. Yes, you're right, my lady. Absolutely right. Thank you so much, Lady Yuna. Now, I feel I have the courage to finish my training.
Yeah, she does not give up, dear Shalinda. We'll meet her again as well. The game is introducing right now, just ever so gently, a bunch of secondary characters that are entirely optional. Like, you don't have to talk to either Shalinda or Belgamine or Machen, really. Well, Machen does come up and talk to you whether you want it or not, but the other ones don't have to meet them or talk to them or have anything to do with them, really. It's entirely optional.
We rest here.
Oh, right. No, we get a rest.
But this isn't our bed shop.
Is that a problem?
They don't believe in Yevon. And in Luca, they kidnapped Yuna.
Where were her guardians?
Oh.
Owned.
Sir Orin's just concerned about your health.
I'm not tired one bit.
Well, I am.
Waka. Dear boy.
As if I could sleep.
Good, I do get to save.
Mr. Rin's shops are all over Spira. They are quite convenient when you're on the road. Mr. Rin's
All right, you just said the same thing twice. You guys already got a room, right? No. I don't think I can do anything with that. Let's see, do you have any useful anything? Not especially, no.
I've heard that the proprietor, Mr. Rin, is in Al Bhed. But I was very relieved to find that he keeps nothing sacrilegious here.
This might be the last time we can rest like this.
Weapons, armor, and food are sold here. Purchase at the counter.
Check it out. That sunset was different from the one I saw in Kilika. It was quiet, almost gentle. What you up to?
Pretty.
Sure is.
I wish I could live in a place like this. Peaceful. Living with a smile on my face every day.
You can, once you beat Sin, right?
But then, a new sin will be born anyway.
Well, then you can just beat it again.
I wish I could.
Hey, you can. Trust me. You are the best summoner out there. Yuna, why does Sin always come back?
Sin is our punishment for our vanity. And it will not go away until we've atoned.
How do we do that? What did we do that was so bad in the first place? Ah, was it using lots of Machina or something? Oh, wait, was that such a bad thing, really?
It's funny. Ever since I was young, I never questioned it. But now that you ask me if it is that bad or not, I don't know.
Religion destroyed with facts and logic.
There are so many things I don't know.
Well, then we're the same. Oh, such thinking is very unbecoming of a summoner. Sound like Micah?
That's not very nice, you know.
You know, during a game, you have to think of Blitz and nothing else, you know?
Okay.
You can't think, that's a cute girl on the fifth seat from the right. And you can't be thinking about where you're gonna go on that date, because the minute you do, that's when you lose. You see, Yuna, what I mean is, you really shouldn't worry, you know? After we beat Sin, that's when you can worry about the future.
I guess.
But Yuna, how are you supposed to beat something big like that?
The final summoning. It's the only way to defeat Sin. The only way. With it, we can call the final Aeon. That's the goal of the pilgrimage. The faith of the final summoning lies waiting in the far north to greet summoners that complete their pilgrimage. At the world's edge in Xanarkand.
In Xanarkand?
She means the ruins of a city destroyed 1,000 years ago.
You sure it's ruins?
That's what I've heard.
You'll see it for yourself soon enough. Yuna, come back inside.
You will go with us to Xanarkand?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go to Xanarkand to see it with my own eyes.
So here again, we see that dynamic. Where, like, Tidus is the only one... Yuna feels like she can be vulnerable with him. Like, she can say, I wish I could...
knew it couldn't be my Xanarkand. But I had to make sure.
She can be vulnerable and say, I wish I could just live in a peaceful place. Like, voice that anxiety. And that, like I wish my life didn't have to be this way. Which is the kind of thing a summoner is very much not supposed to say to people, generally speaking. And again, you see that, like, what the two of them give to each other as people. And this, I think, makes a decent cutting off point for this particular episode. So, if you've enjoyed hanging out with me in the world of Final Fantasy X and being explained about the laughing scene at length by a man who perhaps takes it a little bit too seriously, then you can hit the like, comment, and or subscribe buttons down below if you so choose. And that makes numbers go up, which is good because YouTube algorithm stuff, it's how YouTube channels grow and develop and stuff. So that's why we keep telling you to hit like, comment, and subscribe, because it actually does help us. So if you think the content is good on my channel or anyone else's, hitting the button is a nice thing to do. I also have a Patreon, a merchandise store, and a tip jar, and memberships are available on this particular channel. If you want to use any of that, then I'd be grateful for the help, and if not, that's completely okay as well. Thank you very much for watching. If you live in a place with a high infection rate, please, for the love of God, wear a mask when you go outside and, are around people. And please remember to wash your hands. Thank you very much for watching.